Loading. Welcome to Access the Animus.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new video here on Access the Animus. A quick video today, as it does seem like something will indeed be announced for Assassin's Creed Valhalla on Monday, December the 13th, as Ubisoft has shared a small teaser for some things to come regarding the game. In fact, Ubisoft has sent several fans through a newsletter an email featuring a fully fledged teaser featuring a new logo for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, or shall we say, the same logo but with a different background and a dedicated animation which seems to involve fire and ice, with some snow and some flames based animation, hinting probably that something involving these two elements is going to happen soon, or at least soon enough. Moreover, the teaser goes on mentioning a special announcement which is going to happen 3 days from now, exactly on Monday, December the 13th, and it also specifies that this announcement will involve a video, possibly a trailer, considering it's actually called Assassin's Creed Valhalla YouTube Premiere. The fine print even mentions that this premiere will actually be released on December the 13th at 6 PM CET, so we even know when and where we can aim our attention at when Monday comes. The question though, even if it might have an easy answer, is what is this about? What will this video, this potential trailer bring? Now, if you have followed the recent announcements and events, the content produced by the community, and of course our latest video about news and rumors for Valhalla, you may know that there's a good chance that this is likely to be about one of the two major expected content releases for Valhalla, one of which has been formally announced, sort of, while the other, well, that's been at the center of rumors and leaks for the last few weeks and months. Of course, the former is the upcoming third expansion for Valhalla, which is going to be part of the Year 2 content for the game and hasn't been directly mentioned within the official sources, but it's pretty much a given after the announcement during the Ubisoft Forward presentation back in June. The latter, instead, is the potential spoiler alert here, is the supposed appearance of Cassandra in Assassin's Creed Valhalla that has been rumored so much in the last few months. Now, in my opinion, it is more likely that this, as in this teaser logo, is about the upcoming mythological DLC, if only because we have already seen a lot of fire and lava tied to it in the Ubisoft Forward teaser, and again because some of the data mined information have already mentioned that our main character Odin, or Havi, might indeed have some fire-related and ice-related powers in the expansion. Nonetheless, it is also true that there has been a lot of eye winks towards Odyssey recently, both for what concerns the game itself and for what concerns some of the posts on the Assassin's Creed social media accounts. For example, we have the very recently announced Odyssey Free Weekend, which is actually making the game available to download and play for free from December the 16th to December the 19th, and then we've had some social posts involving Odyssey content recently, the last of which is the photo mode contest announced just a few days ago. I mean, if you scroll down the official posts now, it might even look like this is more an account about Odyssey than it is about Valhalla. And of course, we shouldn't forget the 60 FPS patch for PS5 and Xbox Series S and X that was released for the game back in August. So yeah, all of this kind of seems to be oriented to put fans back in the mood for Odyssey and Cassandra specifically, so who knows, maybe this new teaser is about that. So in the end, what remains to be done is to wait for Monday, December the 13th and see what happens. And considering it's a Monday, as I mentioned in our previous video, it is likely or pretty much confirmed at this point that it's going to be a patch notes day for whatever might end up in Valhalla soon thereafter. In fact, a few days ago, the Assassin's Creed team announced that in order to keep supporting the game with new content and as part of a data restructuring, when downloading the new and upcoming update called Patch 1.4.1, fans will have to re-download the entire game, which will then, in turn, consolidate the game files, resulting in a smaller overall game size on all platforms, with also an improvement in terms of performance. And while announcing that, they did mention that Update 1.4.1 4.1 will be made available next week, which should mean that Monday, December the 13th, we'll at least see this announcement that has been teased today and the patch notes for update 1.4.1, and then on Tuesday, December the 14th, we're going to finally see what this huge update is going to bring. Even though we already know that there will be some pretty big gameplay changes being added for what concerns stealth, combat and exploration as it was announced yesterday. Stealth in particular is the area that is seemingly getting the biggest overhaul here, with 4 new settings that will be added to the game. Detection Escape, where you'll be able to change how many seconds you'll be able to wiggle your way to a hiding spot before being actually detected. Detection Escape while aiming, which is pretty much the same but while using a bow. Search Duration, which counts the amount of guards that will search for you, and the maximum amount of enemies deployed to search for Eivor while she's hiding. And that's not all, as it seems that the dev team will also add some fixes to the stealth system, including some situations where NPCs could detect Eivor when there are walls or buildings between them, a reduced hold time and speed restriction when blending with crowds, and some very appreciated fixes for some of the undeserved instant detection issues that so many players have been complaining about for so many months. So in general, this looks like a pretty cool step up for what concerns the main stealth issues affecting the game right now. So fingers crossed that this will allow for a better, more viable and more tailored stealth gameplay, especially for what concerns the future content of the game. The update will also add some combat settings to the game, that is a selectable parry timing window ranging from 400 to 800 milliseconds, and the timing window and duration for the brush with death skill, which is pretty much the skill that slows time if you are doing a perfect dodge, allowing you to attack your enemies more easily. So these new settings will allow for an easier way to parry and dodge your enemies' attacks, or a harder one should you be more interested in it. And finally, there's going to be some new additions to the exploration system as well, with 3 new toggles added to the settings. The first will allow you to activate and deactivate the viewpoint synchronization, the second one will seemingly change the amount of exploration beams while flying with Sunin or while being on a viewpoint, and the third toggles on and off the unguided objectives, which I'm not too sure what they are, maybe the cursed artifacts and the untracked activities in the world in general. So yeah, like I said, it does seem like we're going to have a lot to look forward to next Monday and next Tuesday especially. And AC Day is not so far from there too, just a week after that on December the 21st. So it does look like 2021 will go out with a bang for Valhalla, and for sure we're going to be there with you all to discuss all of it. But until then, that's pretty much it for this brief video. What do you think this new teaser is about? Do you believe it's about the 3rd expansion, the Cassandra content, or something else? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking it, subscribing to our channel, turning the notifications on, and all the other YouTube things that you surely know about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon, very likely on Monday.